Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a wee little time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarista. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you need anything from me, that is in the description box below. Let's dive in. Let's see what you need to know at this time for this week. Whatever comes through, comes through. Let's get it. Okay. So I get this feeling that there's something like about like warming up or opening back up, or kind of there's like a level of it feels like opening up here. Okay. I'm really kind of getting this energy where it's like maybe you kind of had, and maybe unintentionally, maybe you were unaware or something like that. Maybe you had kind of closed off your heart. Just more so out of protection, right? But it feels like that's kind of like you're opening back up in that way. So I'm really getting kind of like heart chakra awakening here, or just like rebalancing or healing, or um, opening up, something like that, where it's like, I feel like something in the past happened. I don't know if they're going to give details on that, but they could have had you kind of building walls, right? It created some sort of trust. I hate to call them issues. We'll call them barriers, right? Trust barriers, where it was like I feel like there's, you kept people maybe at a distance, or like arm's length here, okay? Simply, out of self-preservation, out of protecting yourself, out of, that type of energy here. But I feel like with this happening, right, with your heart opening back up, and you kind of, it's like stepping back into a space of vulnerability, right? Which it takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable. Um, and I get the feeling that, you weren't always closed off, you know? Um, But with this awakening, with this kind of coming back into a space of where you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you're not keeping people like so far away. Like, there's, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you've been betrayed quite a bit, probably. Probably to an extent where, again, you were just protecting yourself. But what feels like is because it's like you are having the courage to, and also just healing. I feel like healing is a lot of it, or moving through it, or changing your perception, or things like that here. Um, there's an energy of allowing you to kind of embrace a new lifestyle. But I feel like it's more than just that. I feel like it's an embracing life, right? The ups and downs, the round and rounds, right? And from a space of like not getting discouraged. You know, there could have been this like perfectionism wound or something like that that you could have recently moved through, worked through. And because you're like releasing that perfectionism energy, it's allowing you to like enjoy life. What I feel like is, again, I don't feel like it was like always like this, right? It feel, excuse me, sorry, somebody's honking out there. It feels like it's you know, I just heard like taking life by the, you know, by the bull by the horns. You know what I mean? Like that's this type of energy that I'm picking up on here. But it's after you moved through some sort of like perfectionist type of thing. And this is definitely bringing in like a liberating energy, probably some sort of luck. Like it's giving you the courage to like step back into life is kind of what I'm feeling here. Um yeah, this is definitely somebody that I'm talking to, somebody that's probably been in like hermit mode for quite some time, maybe isolation for quite some time, or just keeping to yourself, right? Um, Again, not allowing people in or um, I almost feel like too that there may be somebody with that, right? This is a very attractive energy when you kind of have an open heart space and you know you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable and showing up and you know things like that. I feel like it's attracting an energy that will be very like cleansing for you in some type of way or healing for you or you know what I mean, like there's something. Okay, tell me more. What else does the collective need to know about this? Yeah, see that Eight of Swords? This was like that energy that I feel like you're coming out of like, nope, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to know nothing. Nobody can come close to me, right? Like, see those swords around her? Like, don't come close to me. I won't come close to you, right? Like, that time. I get it. I totally get it. Especially, you know, when you experience certain things or, you know, betrayal from people that you know, thought that you could trust or that you thought were family or that, you know, whatever it is, right? Um, you tend to, you know, close yourself off here. I feel like it's, you know, it's trauma response. It's, you know, kind of natural human nature here. And it was a process to kind of come out of this, but I do believe that you are coming out of it here. Yeah, we have the Chariot. there somebody digging outside my house? All right, tell me about this tender-hearted card for the collective. Yeah, look, we have the Tower with the Five of Swords to the Queen of Swords. That's that changing of perception when it comes to connections, right? I feel like there's an energy where in the past, you know, you experienced a lot of connections in which Five of Swords brought a lot of, you know, turmoil or chaos or drama or, you know, competition or fighting or, you know, a betrayal or intrusion or, you know, like that type of energy here. But you are shifting into this Queen of Swords, which is that change perception, seeing something correctly. And she's an owl here. So it's like using your wisdom. And because of this perception change about connections, about relationships, about partnerships, that's where I feel like this heart chakra awakening is kind of happening. Okay. So we have this pleasure here. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. That's 3 Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. There's something that's balancing out for you. Probably financially, but look at all these green again. Like I said, heart chakra awareness here, heart chakra awakening. This Page of Pentacles, too, is also kind of giving, see all these pentacles down here and back here, and it's like she chose this one. There's something about that. There's something about making a decision or like choosing some sort of new beginning here, okay? Choosing to open up or balance something out or yeah, tell me about this luck. Okay, we have the Hangman, right? That's you trying to understand a certain situation. It feels like probably the betrayal with the Justice and the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress. Okay, so tell me more about this luck for the collective. Yeah, we have the Strength. Wheel of Fortune, the Strength. Also, notice there's, I don't know if those are supposed to be glasses, but it's also the infinity sign. There's something about, yeah. I get the feeling that there's also too, it's an energy about taking the rose-colored glasses off in some type of way. Going back here, right? It's seeing something correctly. Also, too, oh, look, we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right? That's that heart chakra awakening, or, you know. But notice how, like, the cat is, like, sweeping away the mouse, right? But this owl, I was going to say, what came to mind was that owls eat mice. So do cats, but it's there's something about that. There's something about, rather than like fighting this energy, there's something about kind of destroying it. And not to say that you're destroying somebody else, but it's destroying this perception or this belief that had formed from this betrayal. Mm-hmm. Tell me about this purification. Because I feel like there's an energy of kind of going through some sort of yeah, you're having victory over this Ten of Swords for sure. Look, and that Eight of Swords came out here with this Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. This is you having some sort of strength. Again, I feel like it's taking some sort of courage to be vulnerable here. This is a lot of stagnant energy. And I feel like it, you know, there was stagnancy because of this old programming. You know, we go through hermit mode and isolation and things like that. Um, but as humans, we're meant to work together, build together, create together, right? I mean, um, and there's kind of like this energy of maybe, you know, especially with this strength here, right? It's this energy of maybe accepting help, or it doesn't even have to be help. It's like it's like I feel like there could have been something, a situation, whatever it is that you were, you know, kind of moving through on your own, right? And just kind of really depending on maybe luck, or there's an energy of accepting, you know, help, or it's like acknowledging where this kind of stagnant energy is kind of coming from. Yeah, but then with this purification over here, right? We have the Ten of Pentacles, and that could be that connection that's coming in, right? But we also have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. You may be seeing a lot of eights, maybe some fours. And maybe luck's not the right word. There's an energy of yeah. This Four of Cups, this Eight of Swords, right? It's like, again, there was some rose-colored glasses in the past, and then there was this betrayal, okay? Basically, this reading is letting me know that you're breaking through some sort of restriction when it comes to people around you. Now, I get a feeling that I'm picking up on an energy where it feels like there's actually, I feel like there is somebody that wanted you to be isolated, okay? And that could have been where this betrayal kind of came from. But I feel like you're coming out of that. I do. I feel like you're coming out of like isolation. I feel like you're coming out of it's like you're stepping into a more vulnerable energy, which is actually very attractive in lots of different ways. Yeah, somebody may move. There may be an opportunity coming towards you that you may need to move for. Yeah. There was some sort of endings here. And I feel like somebody like retaliated, you know? So you may have ended something with someone and then they retaliated, or you know, there could have been an ending because of some sort of betrayal and they still were like retaliating, like you know, I get the sense that you were the one that was betrayed here though. Final messages about this for the collective. Yeah, there is some sort of manifestation here. Yeah, I think somebody wanted you to feel destructive thoughts. about relationships. Exactly. There's an energy where somebody, they really did. You were on this path here, okay? This was blocked though. Even though I do feel like even though I do feel like you did, there were some walls that came up, and it's taking some effort and some courage to be vulnerable again. There was definitely some interference here. I'm telling you, there's somebody that, I don't know if they were just envious of connections, relationships, or, that you have, or something like that. But this is somebody that wanted you to be alone. Yeah, but you're protected here. It feels like there was some time of being alone, okay, through that hermit mode and that isolation. But again, you have evolved here when it comes to this, when it comes to others, when it comes to relationships and connections and being vulnerable and trusting others again. Um, and I feel like there's a message coming through that's saying, like, you can trust yourself when it comes to these connections. Now, this isn't to say, that that you should allow everyone in your space, right? But I'm talking to somebody that, like, literally just, like, shut everyone out or kept some sort of distance. What's his concern? I get the feeling that there's somebody that could be concerned, right? Yeah, we have the entity attachment around commitment. Exactly. If there are, whoever this is, they are concerned about some sort of conflict coming back, maybe even their career, because we do have death magic here. They could have tried to do something on your career. But I feel like mostly it has to do with with relationships. Okay. So it seems like this week you're stepping into a more vulnerable place, okay? You're healing from some sort of betrayal. And there is some sort of energy that's being returned, okay? They're concerned because they may be experiencing conflict, okay? There may be some issues with a career or occupation or something like that going on. But yeah, we have the Temperance, the Six of Wands. It sounds like there's, for some of you, there may be an entity that's going back to its rightful owner here. Okay, for some of you, but for a lot of you, this is kind of what you're moving through this week. It's opening your heart back up. And really pushing you into, yeah, I heard again, a different lifestyle, like a different, and it may not even be, you know, but because I think it's like your perception has changed, right? So it's like, the way that you approach life is different. The way that you approach, you know, it feels like, there's definitely some mastery here. I feel like it's much deeper than being vulnerable in connections. Um, I do feel like that. But I feel like this week you may see some movement within yourself, within the people around you, because again, this is a very attractive energy that you're stepping into, um, in which you will be attracting those, new connections and things. And again, it's not to say that you welcome everyone in, right? Use your discernment, okay? But there is definitely, there's also a false narrative that's coming to an end, that's being clarified here, okay? But yeah, this is what's going on this week. It feels like purification, okay? Um, that may be part of that, like, different lifestyle, right? You may see changes and, you know, lifestyle changes, or, you know, things that you desire change, or, you know, it feels like you're, you know, taking a big step here in some type of way, when it comes to, you know, it's just like this, it's releasing some sort of tension, right? It's like going from being like a very like, and it doesn't have to be like this extreme. It could very well be just like a programming that kind of radiates this energy, but like an uptight kind of perfectionist, you know, stiff type of energy. And it's almost like, you know, I'm kind of getting the energy of like, this week you can let your hair down, okay? Just let your hair down, all right? I feel like that's kind of what's, going on this week here, okay? So, yeah. Anyways, all right, that's what I have for you.